Welcome to this week's episode of Misconnections, where we take a deep dive into the horrifying world of Craigslist. We pick on 3 states a week. The states are randomized, I pick the counties, and it's hell. Welcome to hell. Behold the wheel. The wheel decides our fate, and the wheel says Minnesota. That's kind of a cool flag. All right, next up. There's my sound. Iowa, Minnesota, Iowa, and we almost had to pick on New England again, but not this time. Kentucky, Minnesota, and Iowa. For Kentucky, let's do Louisville. For Minnesota, let's... There's a place called Brainerd. Let's hit Minneapolis. And for Iowa, let's just hit a bunch of biggies here. Let's go Cedar Rapids. Single Women Wanted for Dating Show. We're casting for 2 virtual dating shows. Join our shows as a participant and find your potential match. Check out the show formats. Will, you know we gotta do that.
Are you single and ready to mingle? Join our singles party. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am 49. I am...
Is this whole thing on Zoom? The whole show?
Yeah,
it is.
I'm looking for my person.
I have a really good sense of humor, kind of a sick sense of humor. But I can also get into really into deep intellectual.
Well, okay, guys, we've come to the last question. And how can you
hit me with that last question?
And how can you be contacted?
That's the last question.
And this is however you feel most comfortable with. So you can give your social media information, your email to do it. I'm going to go with Tyler first and see how he wants to be contacted.
Call me, beat me if you need to reach me.
Do you want to give out?
All right. I take it back. I take it all back. This is the best show I've ever seen.
A phone number, an email?
Yeah, I'll give out my phone number.
Okay, go ahead.
616.
I'll leave his phone number out so nobody pranks him. Also, this picture says pop the balloon, and I've seen those things on shorts where it's a very polished studio setup and someone walks in and a bunch of people pop balloons, almost really based solely on appearance. Searching for regular guys to model, not one of the words you want to have in quotes. Hello. I decided to try a project where I take the same 4 Polaroids of different men wearing the same mask. The poses are sitting on steps, 2 standing, and 1 model's choice. You can remain completely anonymous. It takes about 10 minutes. I'm not a pro, and there are no plans for this to go anywhere. I'm just trying to be creative and have fun. Let me know if you're interested. It's all very relaxed. Thanks for reading this. Compensation, negotiable, ideally volunteer. I guess, I don't know, just meet up somewhere public. Stretching coach needed. I'm beginning my 2026 fitness goals on Monday. Will explain the 1-week delay, but it's valid. I'm looking for someone to come over to my house a few times a week for an hour or so, a session to assist me stretching. I'm embarrassed how tight I am and need some help working through stretches. Would also appreciate some insight on some good stretches. I did this a number of years ago, and the women who helped me was amazing. She provided me some insight ways for me to twist and turns my legs other than the standard stretches. This seems like a kind of risky post to put out there for the poster. For $20 an hour, you come to my house and shove my body around. I don't know, doesn't sound safe. Maybe consult YouTube and Reddit or see if there are any programs. If you can afford $20 an hour for someone to come over a few times a week, you can probably afford a coach at a gym, or just go to a gym until you make a friend who feels good about helping you stretch. The capital for that seems to be there. Looking for a dating coach? Teach me what to say, build confidence, improve social skills. Hey, it's me, your dating coach. Time stops for no one. And if someone seems cool, give them your number. And if they think you're cool, they'll probably give you their number. I am of the mind that we get one shot at the life we got, and time ain't stopping. There, you're no longer single. And if they say no, the answer's no. Photographer needed, strip club exterior photos. I'm creating a coffee table book documenting strip clubs across America through daytime photography. I need someone to shoot exterior photos of specific strip clubs in the area. For some reason, that is interesting. Daytime exterior shots, weather doesn't matter, shot straight on, centered, no shadows, overcast, cloudy is fine, doesn't need to be blue. Any DSLR that shoots raw, shooting from public street is fine. Simple work for hire agreement, $20 a photo. $20 per photo I select for use in the book. Oddly, this is an interesting project. There's something about it that is interesting to me. I mean, strip clubs, of course, are the kinds of places people go in the seedy underbelly of the night. But to have a compiled record of them in broad daylight, there's something about that that is interesting. Need 4K camera person to shoot 5-minute video. I don't need a 4K camera, I need a 4K camera person. I'm sorry, with my experience, I'm only like a 720p camera person. Someday I will have filmed enough to progress. My 480p days were rough. My roommate has given me a burger, Big Mac, with mayonnaise and no Mac sauce. What is Mac sauce? I don't think I can show every picture on this listing because there is a bit of nudity. Clutch the pearls. A female model wanted, because of course. Hi there. I'm a happily married, respectful hobby photographer, looking for a female interested in paid modeling gigs. I'm not looking for someone with a perfect model face or figure, and no experience is okay. You would need to have little or no tattoos. You would need to be over 21 years of age. You would receive $200 the day of the photo shoot for a 2-hour shoot, and within a month, you would receive $200 the day of the photo shoot for a 2-hour shoot, and within a month, you would receive the edited images as well. I'm not a woman, but if I were a woman, which I can't really say I know much about, but if I was, there, my lights are on. If I were a woman, I'd want them both there. I wouldn't want just him there. I would want her there. And the reason that I'm fairly certain this is a male photographer is because they felt the need to throw out there that they are married. Axolotls. I have these 3 up for sale. I've never seen somebody selling axolotls on Craigslist before, but okay. Kind of a creepy picture. I don't know if this is gonna do a lot of favors for you, but they are just such nifty looking dudes. 1994 Fisher-Price Great Adventure Castle. You remember this shit? Ugh. I still remember the texture. Remember the little guys going through these pits on the side. That is worth the 20 bucks. VHS camcorders for 20 bucks. You know what? Hell yeah. It took me a while to thrift a couple of these, but when I did, I found them back to back and they were great. I cannot say I've used them for a lot of things, but what few uses I've gotten out of them have been really fun. The batteries were tricky though. I had to buy a rechargeable battery with AC power, or else I could not use them on the go. Hamster home, $30, except the home is a bucket. That is what it is. It's $30 for a bucket. That is what you are getting. I mean, there's some accessories and stuff here. Great home for hamster. With new bedding, sand bath, running wheel, water, food dish. Freshly cleaned and ready to go. Yes, indeedy do. They hosed down this bucket in preparation for its eventual purchase about a month ago. Cast iron sewer pipe, $2,975. Now, contrary to popular belief, I'm not a pipe expert. And I know their cast iron pipes. Is $3,000 the accurate pricing just for these pipes? I have no idea. Here we go. For free, cat house. Cardboard boxes, house for cat. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is smart as hell. You buy your cat a new toy and what do? They get in the box. And here you go. The box is the toy. The box is the house. They've got windows for a view, a door for entry and exit. Honestly, genius. A brilliant listing. Fantastic free find. Somebody in Minneapolis has got to snatch that up. Vintage software, free. Copy and Pick says it all. Email with questions to arrange a pickup time in Shakopee. I don't know how you say that. And it gives us Myst and the Star Trek Omnipedia. Except actually it's the user's manual. This is how to play Myst. It's not Myst, you fool. This is a disc on how to play Myst, you moron. Those games were hard. We had Myst and Riven in our house growing up. I tried Riven. Emphasis on tried. Tried. Free Japanese katanas is crazy, okay? Well, maybe they realized they don't want to do that. Taco Bell hot sauce packets, approximately 32. My family ordered 20 bean burritos last week, and Taco Bell gave us a whole quart tub stuffed with hot sauce packets that nobody used. I feel bad just throwing them in the trash. New, unopened, perfectly good hot sauce packets, free. I mean, that's a great free find. If you are into Taco Bell hot sauce, baller ass find, S tier. I mean, if I found a bunch of free honey mustard packets near me, I'd probably go get that. Born to be mild. Look at this surly Mr. Clean looking guy. Look for room in house or someone to rent together. Look for a room in a house or someone to rent together. I would prefer to join 1 to 3 people so we can look for a house or so together. Okay. Can be man or women. It can be one man or many women. I'm flexible on the issue. I'm straight too. Would expect you to not be alcoholic and do not use drugs. Obviously, I do not say how anyone needs to behave, just what kind of people I would go best along. If you interest, we can try to flip some cars from auction, as I know a few things about car mechanics, but it is not necessary in any way. Been born in socialism, I do not have habit to visit churches, but have respect for religious people. It's kind of hard to get a full grasp on what's going on here, but it is really important that you know he's straight. He made sure to say it twice. Looking to buy a house/cabin in need of repair. My brother and I are looking for a house to buy that needs repair. A winter project. If you want a winter project that doesn't go into any other portion of your year, I don't know that this is what you're looking for. This might be a tear down and start over kind of situation. Dating and romance. Looking for someone special. This is in the housing section. This is in the section of people looking for a place to live. Maybe they misclicked. Maybe they didn't. You want a well-illustrated Craigslist ad that gets into the nitty-gritty of the service being offered to you? Illustration. Professional illustration. Posters. Marketing. Storybook. Business card. Logos. Work event shirts. To be fair, I guess I know exactly what I'm getting out of this service. I'm getting posters, marketing, storybook, business card, logo. We'll walk with you. I will walk with you. If you're a walker, I will walk with you for a small fee. This service offers the walk. Also, conversation and small talk, if wanted, companionship and safety. Always safer to take a hike with someone else. Opportunity to check out new places, trails, sites, chance to walk new areas. You pick the location, and I charge a fee per distance we walk. There is also a fee for zoning, depending on the distance the walk location is from my residence in Robbinsdale. This kind of feels like when the kidnapper offers to keep you from getting kidnapped, but also for a fee. You pick the location, when we get back to your car, you pay me, and maybe, just maybe, I don't throw you in my car. I think what really could have pushed this into a higher echelon of Craigslist posting is if they charged for conversations. Small talk is an extra this much per hour. If you want to have a serious conversation, I'm charging more per hour. I'm not your therapist. I am your walker. Learn to be an art model. Have you thought about being a figure model, but didn't know how to get started? I have been a figure model for many years and offer training to help you get started as a figure model. There's more to it than taking your clothes off and holding still. You are not too old, and you don't have to have a certain body type. Any age or body type, male or female, can be a figure model. My objective is to make you look like you know what you're doing, even on your first job. Remember, you'll be working naked, with all eyes on you, and people expecting you to know what you're doing. Do you really want to walk into that situation unprepared? The session would normally be done in person, but if you live too far away, you could do it on Zoom or Skype. You know, we've had 1,000,001 posts about come be an art model, come be a photography model. This might be the first one I remember seeing that is learn to be a model. Also, all of those posts, a classic hallmark of those posts has been no experience required. This model was not professional. They had restless foot syndrome and it kept on making their balls jiggle. And I just could not concentrate. I could not capture them on the canvas. I don't know. I feel like I could do it. See, no experience necessary. I've mastered the craft. Massage for women. Great relaxing massage for women. I bring the table to you. 48-year-old male here. $60 per hour. This is a kink. In my past relationships, I loved giving massages and foot rubs and all that stuff. But I didn't charge them. What's wrong with making $60 an hour rubbing a dude's shoulders? What is the problem? Are you a professional or a professional? Yeah. Speaking of offering services for your kink, naked man for your all-girl party. This is good. This is good. I bet the phone is ringing off the hook. He makes me think of the guy from Love Actually who flies to America simply because he thinks that's where all the sex is for him to have. And I guess the joke of that movie was... It feels like that guy, the character's name is Colin, wrote this. God, now I have to read it. I have to read this shit. Are you having a party? Or just having some people over and trying to think of something different to do? Or perhaps you've thought about trying some figure drawing, but couldn't find anyone to pose nude for you. I am a male figure model. Oh, my savior, with many years of experience. I am middle-aged. Posing nude for colleges and art schools. I have also done a couple of bachelorette parties. I will pose nude for you and your friends to draw. Nothing sexual or raunchy is implied or intended. You don't need to be an artist or even know how to draw, just have fun with it. Nothing says bachelorette party like a figure drawing session. You could have me serve food or drinks or just socialize while naked. I'm open to other ideas too. My fee is negotiable and reasonable, and I'm open to working for women of all ages, from barely legal to senior citizens. This is a mess. Right now, I am especially interested in booking for January 25th through February 4th, but other dates are available as well. Have you thought about being a figure model but didn't know how to get started? I also offer training to help you get started as a figure model. There is more to it than taking your clothes off and holding still. You are not too old and don't have to have a certain plan. It's the same guy. It's gotta be the same guy. It's gotta be the same guy. There's no way it's not the same person. I refuse to believe it. It's got to be the same person. Please don't read anything into this. I'm reading everything into this. Like I said, nothing sexual is implied or intended. I am not a stripper, dancer, or entertainer of any kind. You're offering an entertainment service, which involves taking off your clothes. I feel like you fill out at least 2 out of those 3 criteria. If replying to this ad by text, please mention naked man, so I know you're inquiring what you're inquiring about, and tell me what it is you would like me to do. It's gotta be the same guy. I refuse to believe it's not. It's gotta be the same guy who was offering lessons before. And clearly I already mastered the craft. I've got it down in spades. I don't need your help, naked man, for your all-girl party in Roseville. I'm good to go. I would have thought that the politics section would have been popping off a bit more in Minneapolis, but there's only one post. Why are they mad with this, attempt at a PNG file of a baby crying? Why is everyone so mad and acting crazy against the federal police? Aren't they here to protect American citizens and uphold the immigration law? Jacob and Timmy only are responsible for fraud, abuse, and theft of taxpayer money. Why don't the ICE guys go to the airport and arrest the TSA guys who sent the money out in suitcases for years and years? Or arrest the state whistleblowers for being a snitch? For someone asking why they are mad, this person seems pretty upset. Found Wii U console and Super Smash Brothers disc. Black Wii U console found in my mom's basement. She doesn't know who it belongs to. How do you do that? How do you leave a whole console at someone else's house? Even stranger, how does mom not know whose it is? How does nobody know whose it is? How does this happen? I've met many people in the Super Smash Bros. Community, and to be careless enough to leave your console behind is, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, extremely rare? Black woman's wallet. How do you know? Lost 11026 in the evening at Hugo Legion. Black with a design. It's a... The wallet's black. Which is what I figured. I think what they wanted to go for was women's wallet, WOMEN. Nope, black woman's wallet. It is a black wallet designed with a woman in mind. We don't know if this is the wallet of a black woman. This is why spelling is important. This looks like a missed connection post that was posted under the general posting in the community section. Long shot, but you let my mom and I budge in line at the Goodwill. The posting title says it all. You had a cart full of romance books. You said you enjoy reading. Duh, I gathered that. Hit me up. Don't be a stranger. The idea of someone going to thrift stores and doing nothing but filling their cart with like dime a piece romance novels is so funny to me. I always wonder if there's any that stand out. Do they have like a list like these are the best dime a dozen romance books? Or do they all meld together into just kind of this amorphous blob where you're like, what happened in that one? Was it that one? And you just kind of mix and match events? I've never read one. Should I? Minnesota missed connections. Reply to L. After all these years, now that you're ready to admit who you truly are. Who are you? What? What are we talking about here? Is this person gonna know who they are if they read this? I don't know if I would. Okay, I don't know who L is, but they made an impact in Minneapolis. L. I really doubt you still read these. I am really sorry about how I hurt you all those years ago. I knew that I couldn't give you what you wanted out of life, but I ended it in a shitty way because I wasn't ready to admit who I really was. I hope you found what you were looking for, and I wish you the best. Yeah, whoever's reaching out to L here, L must have blocked them. They must have had just no recourse but to try the Craigslist misconnection section. Makes me wonder what they did. What did they do? What did they say? All right, there's only one reason I'm reading this one. Bookstore, Hennepin Avenue. We talked in fiction. Black leather. Yesterday, Christmas Eve at the bookstore. We spoke for a minute. Shopping in fiction. Would you like to meet up again over drinks or on a proper date, perhaps with more time? I was wearing a wool sweater. You in black leather jacket. Yesterday, Christmas Eve. This guy spent a part of his Christmas looking for a date on Craigslist. That is a bummer to think about. That is a bummer. I'm looking for the handsome man that helped me pick out Christmas presents. More specifically, men's socks. For a solid 15 minutes. I believe it was around 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, December 4th. I'm kicking myself for not even asking your name or your number. If you happen to see this, I would love to maybe chat some more sometime. Just imagine a budding romance that springs forth from shopping for men's socks. That'd be something. Yeah, I think that's a wrap on Minneapolis. Free tire. That's it. Toyo Open Country All-Season Tire. Came as the original spare on a 2012 Toyota RAV4. Like new, used for less than 200 miles. Is an unused 12-year-old tire safe? I wouldn't think so. I mean, I'm not a tire expert. We've been through this. I'm not a pipe expert, and I'm definitely not a tire expert. Snow blowing. Any women need help with the snow? I'm looking to help out. Email for rates and how much snow needs moved. I will not shovel a man's driveway. No, I'm far too insecure for that. Did you not know that it's actually a gay act to shovel another man's driveway? And what better way to prove my straighthood than to limit my clientele and only help women and charge them? Kind of blasting through Cedar Rapids. I really don't see much going on here. I'm already at the misconnections. Alyssa at Co. Thank you for chatting with this old man. You are a very beautiful young lady. Too bad I wasn't in my 20s. I would have asked you out. Well, hope to see you again. And go Bears. I mean, I guess depending on the dynamic these two had, it could be kind of weird if she saw this and then had another conversation with him. Oh, wow, you would have asked me out if you were like 6 decades younger. Gee, thanks. You were a beautiful, thick black woman who I saw several times in CR. I'm older, 50, but look younger. You liked my car, but unfortunately, it has been sold. There's one thing about me you liked. I got rid of it. We had a lot of fun together, but now I can't find your number. I miss our time together. Send me a message and let's reconnect. Sorry, man, not without that car. Yeah, that's Cedar Rapids. Not a lot going on there. My Stream Deck just shocked me and it shut off and turned back on. What did I do to deserve that? All right, fine. I can think of a thing or two, but I never did those things to you. Drummer needed. You want to rake in the money? Get ready. Compensation. If there's food, we eat. Reliable, solid drummer with own professional gear. Able to rehearse at least once a week, comfortable playing shows on short notice, willing to travel, good attitude. Age may matter, we are in our mid to late 20s. If you're hungry, committed, and want to help build something real, not just collect a check. If you're in this for the money, you should be in it for the food. But trying to high road someone with, you want to build something real and not just collect a check? Ugh, that feels a little scummy. I can't show you this. I can't show you what I'm seeing. A buyer for XXX DVDs. I have somewhere around 200 porn DVDs for sale, all different kinds and fetishes, asking $2 a piece, or you can buy the entire pile for $225. Call or text. I can't show you this because this person just posted the covers. And if you thought the covers of adult DVDs were not graphic,
Oh boy, guess again.
I don't even know if I can read these titles out loud. Black Sister, White Brother, MILFs Love It Harder 5. I guess when there's money in a franchise, you don't stop at 4. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I cannot show you this. And I think I'm just about done with it myself. Good Lord. Wanted, double barrel with hammers. Looking to buy double barrel with hammers, any condition. Yeah, do you have a gun just lying around that I could have? Leave it to Kentucky, dude. 10 out of 10 fits the profile. Wanted, old diving helmets and related gear. I'm not gonna make the BioShock movie. I'll make my own BioShock movie. I'll make it in the backyard. Okay, this one I can show you, but what is going on in Kentucky? Adult DVDs, new. At least these ones are new. The other ones, I'm not so sure. For sale, new box of 25 adult XXX DVDs, 125, or box of 10 for 60. They were $2 a piece with the other guy. This is a ripoff. Not the cheap DVDs. These cost $30 to $40 each, still in original jackets. Customer pawned them and has never picked up, or trade for 70s and 80s adult DVDs. This meetup is gonna be conducted by 2 men in trench coats. That is how I choose to believe this is going to go down. Can you sell a firearm on Craigslist? I feel like that's not allowed. I mean, according to the almighty Google, I'm sorry, Bing. According to the maybe semi-mighty Bing, firearms and weapons, selling guns, not allowed. Well, thank God, human remains and organs are prohibited. Seeking a room in exchange for services and skills. I am a 45-year-old double amputee confined to a wheelchair. That sucks. Since discovering that I am bisexual, I am currently seeking an arrangement in which someone could be willing to provide me with a room in exchange for services or skilled labor that I am ready to provide. Okay, so I'm trying to do some math. I don't know what's lost. I'm assuming they don't have their legs because they're in a wheelchair, right? It could be one arm and one leg. If it's both arms, they can still walk. If you don't have your legs, there's a lot of things you can't do. If you don't have your arms, there's everything you can't do. It's gotta be legs, right? I feel like I'm playing a really twisted game trying to figure this out. A person willing to provide a room for trade can expect me to provide quality work, skilled labor, and some fun as for... Dear Jesus, what the if he has no legs? If he has no arms? If it's one leg, one... If it... I don't like this game anymore. This is something else. This is something else. I'm having a lot of trouble sorting out which compartment to put this post in. Like the file cabinet in my brain is open and I'm dangling the file over a bunch of open folders and I don't know where to drop it because this is crazy. I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking at the words on the page. It might be days before I know exactly what folder to drop this in my mind. 7Z Therapeutic. See, okay, this right here, this is not a necessary picture to show that you're a masseuse. If you want people to see your face so they recognize you for the appointment, I almost never, ever see a picture of the actual person giving an actual massage in their post. 24 hours. That's always a good sign. Open deep tissue, sweetish. Please call or text Mary. I am licensed and professional plus mobile. I cater to your needs. I don't know what a 7C therapy session is, but apparently it involves me knowing the size of my masseuse's chest. Some would call that semantics. I suppose others would call that absolutely vital information. Looking for a male massage therapist. Well, there is no shortage of them here. I'm a guy that is simply looking for another guy that can give me a full body massage in a clean space with a good table on a regular basis with a good hourly rate. I will come to you. Let me know your setup, home, etc., and a picture of you and your space would be appreciated with rates. Will not travel to Indiana. Indiana in particular. Indiana knows what it did. Or come to a motel room. This guy must have gotten busted in a motel room in Indiana for something. Let me know the area of Louisville you are in or can recommend someone. Mail only. Will trade photos. Thanks. I wonder if this guy has posts on the Indiana Craigslist, just cussing out a motel manager who called the cops on him. Look, I mean, if you're just looking for a massage on the up and up, you can find male masseuses anywhere and everywhere, including on Craigslist. These folks are just looking for more than that. And it's fine to look for more. I don't know, go to a singles bar, find a masseuse there, date them. Then you can get massages for free and have all the bennies. Can you imagine how good it would be to date a massage therapist? God, you would never want again. Relax with Jennifer. I'm assuming this is Jennifer. Hi, I'm Jennifer, offering relaxation sessions. In-call now available. Please text only. The term relaxation session is so vague. What is that? Is it a massage? Is it yoga? That's a very vaguely described service. Here we go, yoni massage. We are back to honor the vagina. The female body, killer start. Killer start. I'm in. Of so many shapes and sizes would have to be the most beautiful of all God's work. I spent many years in Japan during the 80s, dated a girl whose mother practiced this in her home. She helped me understand this wonderful gift. Tell me, his ex-girlfriend's mom teached him about yoni massage. Can you imagine being his girlfriend at the time? Hey, let me show you something your mom taught me. I think this is why she's an ex-girlfriend. I think this was it. I want to share this blend of knowledge, technical ability, emotional intelligence? Are you sure? And a deep respect for the sacred nature of the body. This can offer a transformative healing experience for those who seek it. The goal is not only physical relief, but also emotional and energetic healing. I encourage your partner/other to be present/participate, although not required. If you want to color me ignorant, go nuts. I'm not going to say I'm the most educated on the art of the yoni massage. But the way that this reads is I would encourage you to have your boyfriend in the room while I finger blast you. As a matter of fact, I'd prefer it if he was there. And if you're wondering, please hold your breath for this absolute non-surprise. I am a white male, 6'1", 235, clean, discreet, professional, local business owner. I remained clothed during the massage. Past tense. This massage can be highly transformative with your life and relationships. And no, I am not charging. And no, I do not ask for anything in return. I'm here to give back. It's a kink. It's a kink. It's a kink. This is a kink. This is a kink. This is a kink. I mean, at the very least, he has the audacity to not charge for a kink. Unlike many posts, at least you can try to say, well, why would it be a kink if I'm offering it as a service and I won't do it without taking money? And then you got this guy who says, have a seat in the corner. I'm gonna wreck your girlfriend. With the sacred traditions I learned from my ex-girlfriend's mom. What is going on in Louisville? All right, this next one is a bit of tonal whiplash. This one is far more serious. Sorry I can't be funny all the time. Cancer. See, I told you, I can't be funny all the time. My name is Shane. I'm a 41-year-old father. I was diagnosed with metastatic, poorly differentiated, non-keratinizing squamous cell carcinoma. To my mom, you're gonna have to tell me if I pronounced that right. I cannot work right now and need help. If anyone could donate or even just share my link in their social media, I really appreciate it. And I already copied and pasted the GoFundMe. $1,035 raised out of $3,000. 26 donations. $3,000 seems really low for a cancer treatment. Got a good deal, I guess? I don't know. Weekly chemo, daily radiation, made it impossible to work, trouble paying bills. Yeah, dude, that sucks. I'll give you 20 bucks. I mean, I know 20 is not much, but, you know, if this video catches on and people see it, feel free to help the dude out. Don't know him. Don't know a thing about him. Just in my gut right now, it feels like the right thing to do. I am gonna click to not display my name publicly on the fundraiser though. And I am filming this at 1:35 a.m. on January 13th. So if you see that donation, that is me. Oh, there's an automatic GoFundMe tip added for $3.50. Fine, have it your way. You donated $20. You're joining 27 donors, making an impact. But yeah, Shane, I hope things get better for you, man. Lost my friend. Looking for new one. Those are hard to come by. Do your best to not misplace those. Here we go. Misconnections. Grand finale. There are 3 posts. You were in a club outfit and we had a great time. Are you still in town? How are you gonna find this person? Well, to be fair, he is pinging every woman in Louisville who had a positive interaction, presumably with a man, while she was wearing her club fit. To be fair, those are relatively narrow criteria. Also, we had a great time. Are we sure about that? You were telling me about driving back from Bowling Green last night in the snow. I'd like to get to know you more if possible. Take care. Oh, I could just listen to you talking about driving back in the snow for hours. I could just whittle the days away listening to you talk about driving through the snow. Carpenter, you worked on my house a couple years ago in Valley Station, doing some remodeling and need your help. Number I have goes straight to voicemail. If it rings a bell, let me know. Thanks. How will this carpenter know you are talking to them? It's not even specific. All it says is carpenter. Any carpenter who helped work on a house a couple of years ago in Valley Station. Huh? Hey? Huh? That is it for this week, dude. Yeah, there were some doozies in this one. Gotta say, we had people selling firearms, multiple people selling pornography, and a double amputee looking for room and board in exchange for friends with bennies. We really had our cake and ate it too, which is great. So what the hell do you do with a cake you can't eat?